Hello and welcome to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois, and we are unboxing this week's new comic book order, and it is Tuesday, December 5th, only 19 days left of shopping before the holiday, before Christmas, and so these comics will go on sale Wednesday, December 6th. We start off with Amazing Spider-Man and Venom Incorporated, issue number 1, and that looks phenomenal. Great looking cover on that. Next up, from Boom Studios, we have the Amori Wars. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Issue 9. It's gaining in popularity every issue that comes out, so it's very, very good. People seem to be enjoying it. Archie, can't go wrong with Archie. Issue 26. Next up, from Marvel, is Astonishing X-Men number 6. Good story there. Next up from Marvel as well is the Avengers. Legacy numbering 674. I think it's part 5 of the Worlds Collide run that they have going. DC offers up Bane Conquest, issue 8 is out tomorrow. And then after that we have Batman, issue 36 with a nice looking cover. And there are variants available for that, and that's kind of the idea of what the variants will look like for issue 36 of Batman. Next up, and I assume it's going to be wildly popular, is the Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles second team up. And so this is version 2, and it's issue 1 of this. I'm sure this is going to sell like hotcakes. It's usually a great story, surprisingly well written. And then that's kind of what some of the variants that are available for that look like. But that's issue 1 of Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also in tomorrow is Batman the White Knight, issue 3 from DC. Then next up from Boundless, we have Belladonna, Fire and Fury, issue 1. And cleavage, as you can see. DC offers up Black Lightning, Cold Dead Hands, issue 2. And that's out of 6 comics that are coming on that miniseries. DC also offers up Bombshells United, issue 7 tomorrow. Nice looking title, seems to be gaining in popularity. Marvel, Captain America, issue 696 in the Legacy numbering. Pretty cool. DC, and you'll note the new DC Universe logo that's debuting. That's kind of new and different. Cyborg, issue 19. Right, and it turns out that Uma Thurman is apparently a warlord in that, so you might want to check up on that. Next up from DC, we have Dastardly and Muttley, issue 4, from the Wacky Racers mashup from Hanna-Barbera. Also out tomorrow, and I think this is cool, they've been doing this recently, and I really, really like this, is the DC Holiday Special 2017. And so that's kind of a neat holiday offering from DC, and I think that's pretty cool. Deathstroke from DC is up next, issue 26. Variants available for that as well. That looks good. Then we have Doctor Strange, issue 382. And I think that's part of the Loki Sorcerer Supreme series. Legacy numbering 382, pretty cool. Next up is the Doomster's Monolithic Pocket Alphabet. And that looks pretty interesting, to be quite honest with you. The art is really different and appears to be a really neat comic. Next up from Skybound is Extremity, issue 9. And that's another Image title that is just taking off. People are really enjoying Extremity. From Valiant is Faith's Winter Wonderland. Again, a nice holiday offering. Issue 1 of that. Very, very cool. Next up, we will have the Gravediggers Union, issue number 2. Pretty cool looking art on the cover there. DC offers up Green Arrow, issue 35. Variants available on this one as well. That looks pretty cool. Green Lantern from DC is also available tomorrow, issue 36. That looks pretty nice. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Legacy numbering 148. Part of the Infinity Quest. Really, really nice story. Starting to do really well with the new Legacy takeoff. The Unbelievable Gwenpool is next, issue 23. DC offers up Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica, and it is what you think it is. Next up is The Hunters of Salamonstra, and that's issue number 7, and that's gained in popularity as well. Marvel, Iceman, issue 8, and that looks pretty interesting. Injustice 2 from DC, issue 15. Got a little piece of plastic stuck there, I don't want that. Marvel Legacy, Iron Fist 75, and that's round 2 of Sabretooth in that issue, and that's been pretty good. DC offers up another Hanna-Barbera takeoff, and that is The Jetsons, issue 2. Those have been doing very, very well. Next up from Jim Henson's The Power of the Dark Crystal, issue 9. 12 total in that series. Gorgeous art, good story, really, really nicely done. DC offers up Justice League, issue 34 tomorrow. And there's variant covers on that as well. Boom Studios, again this Christmas, as in last Christmas, and this has been licensed for motion picture. Grant Morrison's Claws and The Crisis in Christmasville, and that's issue 1 of that. And last year he did a Christmas Claus story as well, and it was really, really good. Next up, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is a restock. Some of them were damaged from last time, so that's more of issue 21 there. My Little Pony gallops in with issue 61, and that is the Friendship is Magic sub-series. DC offers up issue 34 of Nightwing. That looks very good. Another holiday-themed number 1 with a bullet from Image, and that's issue 2. Pretty cool looking cover on that one. Next up, we will have Paper Girls, issue 18 from Brian K. Vaughan. And so if you're enjoying Saga or any of his other works, Y the Last Man and that stuff, I would encourage you to grab Paper Girls. It is very, very well written. From the pages of Hellboy, we have from Dark Horse Comics, Rasputin, The Voice of the Dragon, and this is issue 2. And that's a Mike Mignola work, and so it is gorgeous art and good story. Scales and Scoundrels, issue 4, is out tomorrow. From Dynamite Press in DC, we have The Shadow and Batman, and that is issue 3. And from Titan Comics, we have Sherlock, Their Great Game. That will be out tomorrow as well, and that is issue 5. Marvel brings us Spider-Man, Marvel Legacy numbering 235, and this is part of the Sinister Six Reborn series from Brian Michael Bendis. He's finishing this up before he goes to work at DC. While we're in Marvel, we'll also do The Spirits of Vengeance, issue 3, War at the Gates of Hell. So that looks very interesting, but not near as interesting as Jean-Luc Picard looks in this striking Star Trek The Next Generation Mirror Broken issue 5. That is a buff Picard, I'm telling you right there. From Marvel, we have Star Wars Darth Vader, issue 9. Very, very good title. Sells very well. Next up from DC, we have Superman, issue 36. Variant covers available as well. Nice looking cover on that. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, ongoing, and this is issue 77. And this is part 2 of the invasion of the Triceratons. Next up, for the politically minded, if you like mixing your comics with your politics, you've got Trump's Titans versus the Fidget Spinner Force. So that looks probably like it is exactly what you think it is. All right. Next up from Avatar Press, and this is a very big title here at our store, Uber Invasion by Kieran Gillen, which is a great, great story. I would recommend reading all iterations of this. That's the standard cover, and by far and away, I sell more of these propaganda covers than any other. And that's a gorgeous propaganda cover right there. Very, very nice. Next up, perennial favorite, Walking Dead, issue 174, A Solitary Life. Then we have from Image, a very nice but slightly damaged retailer thank you on Witchblade. It is Witchblade #1, but that's a retailer variant, and there's only one per store given, so that's a very nice thank you from Image. And then Marvel has X-Men Gold issue 17 hitting tomorrow. Also, just as a heads up, some of the restocks we did this week, Baby Teeth Volume 1, very, very nice book from Aftershock. Batman, The Dark Prince Charming, a reorder on those. So if you were unable to get one the first time they were here, they are now back. And then some of the specially priced trade paperbacks and graphic novels we brought in here recently. I just pulled two of them. They were both Jeff Johns, given the DC movie that's out right now, Justice League movie. I thought I would show a little bit of that, but these are like 70% off retail, and then a hardcover, same thing, 70% off. Jeff Johns' Brightest Day, Green Lantern, classic run. On top of that, we'll have some Harry Potter keychains, some Marvel keychains came in as well, and some other neat stuff, some statues and things. We hope you can make it in on Wednesday, December 6th. Thanks so much from Fox Comics and Games, Marion, Illinois.